Greetings, fam. All right, wow. So the first card that came out was Refining Fire. Refining Fire. Like, refiner's fire. My heart's one desire is to be holy. So anyway, that's a throwback probably for all of us 80s babies in the church or before. And of course, you know, we won't go there. The point is, the refining fire, it burns something fierce. And I'll never forget as I would pursue that refining fire, because I wanted it to burn away all of the shit that doesn't need to be around, you know, all of the things within me that make me see things sideways, or cause me to have missteps, or cause me to cause other people to have missteps. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a huge deal. And the refining, and so anyway, let me see if I can find the way to say this revelation. It's like, you can go through the fire intentionally and do the work intentionally to deal with the trauma, deal with the pain, deal with yourself, and it will burn out that gunk and make you a more pure vessel. Or you cannot do that and just allow all of the gunk to build up within you. And then, just like how in life there are like wildfires sometimes, it's like sometimes then in life you encounter that fire, and if you haven't been burning your crap down within yourself, when you encounter that wildfire in life, it can burn your whole shit up, you know, like it'll burn you down, like not in a good way, you know, like it'll light you on fire in a way that is like disruptive, painful, inconvenient probably, and things like that. So I don't know if that analogy is, if I'm saying it how I see it, but you know how in like forests, they usually, if you have land, you tend to your land and you deal with the ground debris, the brush or whatever, like the dead brush, so that it's not just like a perfect setup for a wildfire to take off, you know, all of the dead branches and everything. So it's like, when you have land and you want to protect, you don't want your house to burn down, you tend to the dead stuff and you like purposely burn it. Over here, in a controlled burn, in a controlled, safe environment, this is my free plug for go get therapy, because that's literally like what you're doing. It's like you bring all of your garbage and you're like, I need to burn this, you know, and like you do it in a supervised environment with a professional who can help you deal with it and like figure out what needs burning, what's actually not, what's okay, like to keep. And so, yeah. Don't lament that refining fire, and if you have been avoiding it, this is your sign to go after it, go after your healing, go after, you know, if you've been on the planet for more than like a year or several, you probably have things that you could work on healing, because it's just part of it. We inherit trauma through our lineage, and so it doesn't have to require anything from you in terms of what's your fault or what you've done right or wrong. It's not about that at all. It's just like, all of us are carrying baggage, and we need to find an effective, safe way to burn the garbage, so that when we run into the wildfires of life, they don't completely destroy everything. So, and the process of you doing that will lead to open doors. The open doors will, I'm seeing it even more with the analogy of like the clearing, you know? So it's like you tending to the brush or whatever, like the dead brush in the forest, like as you clear it away, it's going to actually reveal doorways like into new dimensions for your life that you couldn't see before because of like the rubbish. Does that make sense? And the next card, and like, you can't make this stuff up, healing ancestral trauma. So like, this is not only about just you, like I said, but this is actually for your lineage, forward and backward. It's like the baton is being passed, you know, and your divine mission here is super important because it's going to literally change your lineage forever. Like, that's pretty dang amazing. And then the next card that came up is reconciliation. And this could be so many things. This could be you being reconciled in the 3D. Don't they say that in accounting? I'm not an accountant by any means, but don't they, like, you reconcile the, like, account, right? So, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So, the refining fire that you're willingly going through and that you've willingly been participating in is leading to those open doors because you're dealing with the dead shit that needs to go and you're burning it. I apologize I cuss, but I also don't apologize that I cuss. So, like, trust me, it's one of those things where I'm like, should I not? Should I not? Should I not? So, okay. Open doors. The open doors are leading to dimensions of life, and all of this process is literally healing ancestral trauma and reconciling the things that have been robbed from your lineage, like whether it was sobriety, like you healing these ancestral patterns. This is such a big message. It's like by you doing this work and clearing out the garbage, clearing out the pollution, clearing out the dead stuff that is just like living there, and you going through this refiner's fire process, it's going to create reconciliation in your lineage. And like, think about balance, like balancing things out. Like I said, whether that's like whatever was, because you can look back. Tell me you can't, okay? I mean, like, look back through your lineage, and you can see what the problem was. And it manifests a little bit differently. Like, okay, did it have to do with like the flesh, like sexual stuff? Because you'll start seeing how it like manifested. Like, yeah, maybe it wasn't the cookie cutter same through every single person, but it was the same issue that found itself repeating itself through a lot of the family. Or let's say it's an addiction. Once again, maybe alcohol was a problem for one person or a couple people, but then like gambling and shopping was how it manifested for others. Or maybe even the complete opposite, like workaholicism became the addiction, and ironically they're like putting their nose down at you because you're the alcoholic one. But it's like the workaholicism is just a different version of the same thing in a way, because they're not taking care of their vessel, they're not present with their family, they are out of balance. Because anyway, so do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can look through your lineage and you can see the root issue that has gone unaddressed, and you being the curse breaker here, you being the pattern changer by going through the refiner fire, which reveals the open doors, which will heal the ancestral trauma and will reconcile and balance out things in your life, which then will forever change the trajectory, the projection of your lineage. You got to know that you know that you know that you can do this. You got to know that you know that you know that it's possible for you, that it's available to you, that it's already out there in an infinite possibility, and all you got to do is just keep aligning with it. Remember to breathe. The breath of life will see you through. And then I felt a nudge to draw one of these cards, and it's compassion. You are being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, or a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. Have compassion for yourself while you go through this process, because you should also identify and realize and acknowledge that if this shit was easy, all of those people behind you would have done it. So I applaud you and your endurance and your faithfulness to keep after it. And also know that all of your divine team Like your spirit team is on your side, backing you up, supporting you, and that the work is really finished. Like it's already available. So you're the one to do it, to be it. And be blessed, be well, be free.
Remember to subscribe to Seed, Soil, Water, home of the Beloved Collective and the Flower and Fire podcast. And just so you know, new readings are released every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific, and new podcast episodes release every Friday evening.